Hi class, so let's talk about Module 8. This is about transformation of stresses. So bakit may transformation of stresses? Before, we've discussed yung mga basic types of stresses. Number 1, mga normal stresses, that is either tensile or compressive stresses. Number 2, shear stresses. Then 3, bearing stress. 4, flexure or bending stress. And lastly, 5, yung torsional stress. On those topics, we evaluated the stresses on areas or planes where the applied loads are placed. Now, we will evaluate any point within that body and different angles at that point then. So, before, for example, meron tayong a plate, and then we will apply load. Yan, applyan siya ng action. It is compression. So, this body will experience compressive stress. So, yung in-evaluate nating plane doon is yung top plane ng body na to. And if we apply isang shear load, of course, that's a force na parallel sa plane. So, again, ito yung plane na in-evaluate natin. But now, this time, isang point dito sa body natin ang i-evaluate na natin. Hindi lang yung plane kung saan na-apply yung load. So, for example, we want to evaluate this point. So, magkakaroon ng stress sa loob ng point na yan due to the applied forces dito sa plane na to. So, we can evaluate that point using yung mga formulas natin dito sa transformation of stresses. So, if you look at this figure, ito yung body natin. Na-applyan siya ng different forces pointing at different directions. So, syempre may resultant yan. And then, at this certain point O ng body natin, you want to evaluate ano yung stress na mararamdaman niya because of the totality ng load na na-apply sa buong body. So, mag sa section ka. So, your first original section is section A. So, kung sinection mo dyan, nandito ka na sa figure B. So, at plane A, meron kang makukuhang normal and shear na stresses. Of course, the same pa din, shear stresses are parallel sa plane and yung normal is perpendicular sa plane. Either compression or intention siya. So that is plane number 1. So you can also evaluate this point on a different angle. For example, sa section plane B, so dito sa section na to, makikita nyo yan sa figure C. So, iba na yung angle of evaluation mo. So, iba na rin yung plane mo. So, ibig sabihin, mag-iiba na din yung stress mo doon. Pero, you're still evaluating one point. Si point O pa din yan. So, meron kang normal stress, meron ka pa rin shear stress. So, iba-iba na yung magnitude niyan kapag nag-iba ka ng angle. So, meron kang transformation of stress. So, ito yung mga formula natin for transformation of stresses. And meron tayong sign convention na sinusunod. For the sign convention, positive stresses act in positive coordinate directions on positive faces of the element. Note that this sign convention considers a tensile normal stress as positive, compression negative. And then for the theta, counterclockwise is positive, clockwise is negative. So let's look at this figure. Ito yung, sabi niya, pag tensile positive, kaya positive yan. This is also tensile, so positive ang sign niya. So, for this shear naman, Ito yung shear natin going to the right. For transformation of stresses, kapag going to the right itong shear mo dito sa taas, positive ang sign ng shear mo. The same dito, pag upward yung nandito, positive ang shear mo. So, normally, wag mo nang titingnan to. Ito lang ang side na titingnan natin for the sign convention. Dito lang tayo focus. So, pag tensile, positive, positive to. Ito going to the right, positive, upward ito, positive. Anyway, itong dalawang to nga pala, of course, equal yan. Hindi ka magkakaroon ng shear force na ito to the right, itong isa to the ay going down. Hindi, no? Ganyan ang pag-prepare nila. Kapag yung dito sa taas, going to the right, upward automatic ito. Kasi to have shear sa isang element na ganito, dapat ganyan kasi ang mangyari. So, nag-shear yung ganyan ang ang mangyayari kasi sa element mo, nag-shear, ganito yung itsura niya dapat. So, kung mali-mali yung direction ng drawing ng shear mo dito, hindi tama yung pairing mo, mali yung diagram. So, paano mo i-illustrate ang negative shear? Siyempre, going to the right siya dito, and then automatic yung bottom niya ay going down para magkaroon ng shearing, di ba? Ang mangyayari niyan dyan, pag ganito yung okay. Tapos yung dito. So, walang negative shear. At dapat ganyan yung partner. Magmimit yung dalawang arrowhead dito, meeting yung arrowhead doon. Kapag positive ang shear, nagmi-meet yung arrowheads dito, nagmi-meet yung arrowheads doon. Sa pag-normal stress, ganun lang, mas simple ang pag-evaluate sa kanya, basta tension, positive, compression, ito, negative. Pero, these normal stresses X and Y, they are not dependent on each other. Ito, pwedeng pag ganon. Etong sa Y, pwedeng downward. Pwede sila magkaiba. Hindi sila dependent. Unlike kay shear, para maging tama ang illustration mo, kailangan dapat tama yung directions ng drawing mo. Okay, and then how do you read yung subscripts dito sa mga stresses? So, as you can see dito, this is normal stress X kasi it is normal force along x-axis, and then this one naman si normal stress or sigma y, it is normal stress along sa y-axis. And then for shear, mapapansin nyo yung subscript nito is yx, ito baliktad xy. That is because first na subscript, it means siya yung shear sa y plane na parallel kay x-axis. And then for this naman, x means ito yung shear on the x plane na parallel kay y-axis. Okay? So, transformation stress formulas are given dito. So, when you transform ang normal stress sa x-axis, so magiging na siyang sigma x prime. Because that means, kung ito yung body mo, and then meron kang original x and y axis. So, ito yung original y mo, ito ang original x mo. And then you want to evaluate yung point on a different plane or different angle. So, say, pag ganyan, ibig sabihin, and then, syempre, kailangan may given na angle. Say, ito yung angle mo. It is an angle measured from vertical papunta doon. So, meaning, kung ito yung original y mo, magiging iikot mo siya on that direction. Ito na yung magiging bagong y mo, this plane or this line. So, this is your y prime. Kaya nilalagyan ng prime because that's the rotated plane na. And then, yung x-axis mo, magro-rotate din. Siyempre, perpendicular. Ito na yung x prime mo. Ito yung ibig sabihin ng mga x prime, y prime dito. They are the new stress on that new angle doon sa point na yan. So, this cosine 2 theta, ibig sabihin, you need to multiply yung theta sa 2. And that theta is yung, kung ano yung binibigay na rotation. Bagong angle na gusto kong i-evaluate. And then, of course, yung bagong shear x prime, y prime. So, para sa shear, alam naman natin, di ba, sa shear kasi equal yung magnitude naman nila. So, isa lang yung kailangan mong formula para sa kanya. And then, by evaluation, it was proven na yung additive ng dalawang stress doon sa original axis is equal to the additive ng mga normal stress doon sa bagong axis. So, you can use this for checking or for some other purpose. And then, ano naman itong principal stresses and principal planes? These are normal stresses. So, the theory is that say, balikan nga natin yung element natin. So, sabi, if you have this element daw subjected to different loadings, and then you want to evaluate this point, itong point na to, and then pwede mo siyang i-evaluate at different angles, no? Angle 30 degrees, 40 degrees, etc. Pero may isang certain degree daw kung saan maximum and minimum nandoon yung maximum and minimum na stress. There's a certain angle and you can get those maximum and minimum stresses using etong mga formula na to. So again, there is a certain angle. So this is the angle, yung certain angle na yan, doon nangyayari yung maximum and minimum stress natin. So, kaya makita nyo dito, may positive, may negative. At this certain angle kung saan matatagpuan ang maximum and minimum stress, ang shear doon ay 0. So, we call yung mga stresses dito principal stresses. And yung plane kung saan nangyari ang maximum and minimum stress is called yung principal planes. So again, normal stresses na lang ang nandito, nag-zero sa point or angle na to ang shear stress natin. And then next, maximum in plane shear stress. Kung meron mga maximum na normal stresses, nangyayari din ang maximum shear stress. Ito naman siya at this angle. So, ang normal stress doon is equal naman to this equation. So, tatlo yung set of formulas dito sa transformation of stresses. Una, yung general formula for the transformation of stress. So, second formula, yung principal stresses. So, sa principal, again, ano ang nangyayari dito? Ang shear dito is 0. And then, yung mga stresses dito ay naka-maximum and minimum sa buong, sa point of evaluation. So, yung third set of formulas is for yung maximum in plane shear stress or yung shear stress. Okay? So, technically, ito at ito ay pwede mong gamitin dito. Basta, sa principal, ang condition mo dun ay 0. Kaso, kailangan mong malaman yung theta. Kasi, specific, dapat, pero dapat kailangan mo yung, theta dito. Kasi specific ang theta na to, isang angle ito kung saan nagma-maximum nga yung stresses at 0 si shear. And then, dito sa maximum in plane, may specific angle din dito kung saan maximum mong shear, pero ang kaibahan nito, may amount of normal stress pa din. Dito, 0 yung shear natin. But technically, pwede mo yung i-plug in sa mga transformation of stresses. Kasi itong mga transformation formulas are general. Ito, in specific lang yung ginawa kasi nga may special na stress sa mga angle na to. So let's solve problem number 1. The state of plane stress at a point with respect to the xy axis is shown sa figure. Determine the equivalent state of stress with respect to the x prime y prime axis on sketch of an element na naka-align na sa bagong x and y axis, which are si x prime and y prime. So for this example, hindi naman niya hiningi yung maximum or minimum, normal or shear stress. So, ibig sabihin, ang pinapakuha lang niyang stress is yung transformation specific sa ganitong rotation. So, from the original x and y axis, magro-rotate ka ng 30 degrees para makuha mo yung bagong x prime and y prime axis. So, let's evaluate our given. So, yung normal yung y-axis is called, syempre, si sigma y. And it is tensile, so it is positive. And then, yung stress along x-axis is your sigma x. And it is also in tensile, so it is positive. For our shear, so how would you name your shear? This is your shear on plane y that is parallel to the x-axis, and this is your shear on plane x and it is parallel sa y-axis. And dito sa part na to, it is going to the right, so this is a positive shear. And automatic, kung to the right to, upward dapat to, dahil nga clue natin na dapat nagmi-meet yung arrow na ganyan. And then to the other side ng element, dito, paano natin i-drawing? Siyempre, kung upward yung sigma y, downward siya dito. And then, kung to the right yung sigma x doon, to the left siya dito. To keep it in x, sigma x. Siyempre, tensile pa din siya. And then, how natin i-illustrate si tau yx, syempre opposite din siya. So this is your yx and this is your tau xy. Again, nagmi-meet dapat yung arrowheads. So let's write our given. So sigma y is positive 60 MPa. So all given in terms of MPa. Sigma x is 30 MPa, and then our shear, lagayin ko na lang si yx is positive din na 40 MPa. And then yung angle na gusto niya is 30 degrees. Okay, so counterclockwise, counterclockwise siya. So that is positive. So again, bakit siya positive? Kasi from the x-axis, this x-axis, magro-rotate siya ng counterclockwise ng 30 degrees. Kaya positive 30 degrees ang angle natin. So, kailangan nating makuha ang mga transform na stresses. At ang transform na yun is, syempre, ito, and yung transform ng shear. So, kung ano ang magnitude mo dito, syempre, siya na ring magnitude no isa mo pang shear. Kasi isa lang ang i-consider natin na isolve. So, let's see the formula. So, ito yung formula for each, no? Let's copy. Ay, ba't ganun? Oh, no. Hindi ko makopy. Okay, so, direct na natin i-substitute. For sigma x prime, our sigma x na given is positive 30, so plus, and then sigma y is positive, then all over 2 plus sigma x is 30 minus positive ang sigma y, so just 60 over 2 times cosine ng 2. Ano ang theta natin? It's positive 30. So, ayan siya. Then, last term is your shear, which is positive 40 times sa sine. Ang angle ay 2 times ng 30. So, this will be equal to 72.1 MPa. And this is positive. Let me just note, positive shadow. So, this will be in tension. And then, substitute naman natin si sigma y prime. So, anong formula? The same lang nun. Let me copy this. Ay! Pero, papalitan lang natin yung sign. So, ano mag-change ng sign? This one will be negative at ito. As is na yung iba. Negative, negative. Let's check. Okay. So, this will be equal to positive din siya, 17.9 MPa. So, positive. So, tension pa din to. Next, sa shear naman, so our formula, direct na natin substitute ang mga given. Sigma x is 30 minus sigma y is positive. So, minus 60 lang all over 2. Then, multiply by sine 2 times ng theta natin, which is positive 30. Then, last term is your shear, which is positive 40 times cosine mo sa 2 times ng angle, which is 30. So, this will be equal to positive din to, positive 33.0 MPa. So, positive siya. So, kailangan natin itong i-illustrate. So, the problem wants us to sketch the element. Naka-align na siya sa x and y axis. Yung mga prime, yung bago. So, hindi na siya ganito. Kailangan i-align na natin siyang pag ganon. Naka-align na sa bagong axis. So, syempre, alam naman natin na ang rotation ay 30 degrees. So, i-rotate lang natin ng 30 degrees yung square element natin. So, ito yung original na x and y axis. And then, gusto ng problem, i-rotate natin siya ng 30 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, gaganyan yung element. So, let me draw dito. So, ano na yung axis natin dito? Ito na yung x prime. Ito si y prime. Okay? So, ano yung stress sa x-axis? It is your sigma x prime. Then, sa y-axis, your normal is sigma y prime. Then, mga plane stresses, SM, yung in plane shear natin. So, yung nakuha nating sigma x prime is positive. So, it is in tensile. So, tensile yung nangyari. So, positive siya. So, tensile siya. Ang magnitude niya is 72.1 MPa. And then, yung sigma y natin is also positive. So, tensile ulit siya with a magnitude of 17.9 MPa. And then, yung shear natin is also positive. So, for positive shear, ang drawing niya is to the right. And then, automatic, ang mga arrowheads nga ay magmi-meet sa corner. So, ganito yung nasa babang shear. So, this is your shear on plane y parallel sa x, and it is equal to 33.0 MPa. And then for this one, this is your shear on plane x parallel to y equal to 33 MPa then. And then let's complete the illustration. So, kung dito is upward, syempre sa kabila, downward na siya. And then, ang mga arrowheads ay nagmi-meet. So, this is your shear yx dito, and then this is your shear xy dito. And then, ito yung sigma x prime, and this is your sigma y prime. These also have prime. So, lahat yan prime na dahil yan na yung rotated or the stresses in the new axis. So, number 2 tayo. So, sa problem number 2, determine the principal stresses and principal directions for the state of plane stress sa given figure. Show the results on a sketch of an element naka-align dun sa principal directions. Okay, so principal stresses. So, ito yung mga equations natin. So, ito yung equations natin. Dito na lang. Now, let's evaluate our given. So, anong ibig sabihin muna ng mga principal stresses? So, principal stresses and then principal direction. So, principal direction is yung angle kung saan nangyayari yung maximum and minimum yung mga normal stresses. And then, at this angle, 0 ang shear natin, ang in-plane na shear. Okay. So, ang mga given natin, this is your sigma y, sigma x, and then tau yx and tau xy. So, they are all positive. Positive din to. And then your shear yx is 3000 psi. So, walang given na angle kasi kinukuha yan. Kasi yung angle or principal stress and direction are is specific. Specific sila, so we need to derive for that angle with this formula. So, sa direct substitution lang to. So, tangent to theta. Theta is our missing. And then, ano yung shear natin? It is positive. Nasaan ang shear? 3,000. And then all over your sigma x. Sigma x ko 8,000 minus positive ang sigma y, so minus 4,000. So this is equal to 1.5. So tangent to theta is equal to 1.5. So isolate mo si angle. So this will be arctan 1.5 all over 2. You will get theta na equal to 28.16 degrees. Pero, sabi nga kanina, hindi lang isa ang kailangan mong angle, dalawa ang kailangan mong angle. So, let's say this is theta 1. We need to get theta 2. To get theta 2, i-add mo lang yung 90 degrees sa theta 1. So, plus 90 degrees. This is 118.16 degrees. So, this is your theta 2. Then, next, kunin natin yung dalawang principal stress. Isa dyan ay maximum, isa dyan ay minimum. So, this term is also CR, no? Direct na lang nating i-substitute. So, let's get sigma 1 muna. Ano ba yan? Narito. Sigma 1 is equal to stress x or your sigma x. Your sigma x is 8,000. 8,000 plus our sigma y is positive 4,000 all over 2 plus muna, then square root ng term sigma x 8,000 minus 4,000 all over 2 squared plus our share is 3,000. So squared din to. So sigma 1 is equal to 9610 psi. Okay, so sigma 1 pa lang yan. To get sigma 2, yung minus sign naman ang gagamitin. But other variables or terms will remain the same. So that is 8,000 pa din plus 4,000 over 2 minus yung square root term 8,000 minus 4,000 all over 2 squared plus 3,000 squared. This is equal to 2390 psi. So, ano to? May dalawa tayong angle, may dalawa tayong stresses. So, to check ano yung magka-partner, hindi ibig sabihin na ito yung one partner na siya doon. You need to still check. So, para makuha mo, ma-check mo kung ano yung nagpa-partner dyan, is using yung transformation stress equations. Kasi diba, you can still use these equations kasi general to. So kahit nasa principal stresses ka, part pa rin yan sa transformation of stresses. Special lang yung case niya. Kasi diba, we have these two stresses pero hindi natin alam kung yan ba si sigma x prime or si sigma y prime. And then this angle, since it's 28.16, yan ay alam natin kay yung sigma si x prime. And then yung inad natin na ng 90 degrees, alam natin yan si y prime. So, paano? By illustrating yung angle natin. Diba, nung una, ito yung y mo, ito yung x mo, then magro-rotate ka using si 28.16, ito yung 28.16. And then we added 90 degrees kasi syempre perpendicular yung dalawang axis. Kaya pagka-add mo ng 90 degrees, ito na si 118.16 degrees. Yan. So, etong 28.16 degrees, alam natin yan yung para kay sigma x prime. And then, itong 118, alam natin kay sigma y prime. So, kapag gagamitin natin sa equation 1, which is for sigma x prime, gagamitin natin yung angle na 28.16 degrees. Kung anong stress ng lalabas, either ito or ito, siya yung nasa value ni sigma x prime. Okay, so gamitin natin yung sigma x prime using si 28.16 para malaman anong stress yung gagamitin natin. So, direct substitute na natin. Sigma x prime is equal to, ano yung given natin? Ito yung mga given. So, our sigma x is 8,000 plus sigma y na 4,000 all over 2 plus sigma x, nasan ako? 8,000 minus 4,000, again over 2 times cosine 2 times our angle, which is 28.16, and then your share, given share is 3,000 times sine ng angle natin, which is 28.16. Ang makukuha mo dito is si 96 9610 psi. So, si 9610 psi pala si sigma x prime. Okay? And then, syempre, yung natira, yung 26, nasa na yun? Itong 23 pala, 90 psi, si sigma y prime. Si sigma y prime, sin 2390 psi. Okay? So, ito na yung bagong element natin. Ay, axis ng element natin. So, meron siyang, since they are positive, so tension sila. Tensile stresses, tensile stress din to. And then, sa other side, tensile din sila. And then, ano yung shear? Sabi nga natin, sa plane kung saan, or sa angle kung saan nag-a-occur ang mga principal stresses, 0 ang shear natin doon. Kaya, 0 ang tau yx is equal to 0, the same with tau xy equal to 0 yan. So, no need to draw them. Okay. So, next problem. So, for the state of plane stress on the figure, determine the maximum in-plane shear stress and the planes on which it acts. Show the results on a sketch of an element aligned with the planes of maximum shear. So, dito, maximum shear. So, set number 3. Formula set number 3 ang gagamitin. So, maximum in-plane shear. Dito, as you can see, may mga magne-negative na tayo sign na given. So, let's check this stress. This is your sigma y. So, nasa original axis pa tayo na. This is your sigma y and it is in compression, so this is negative. Then, dito, this is your sigma x and it is tensile, so positive. And then your shear, if you evaluate dito tayo nag-evaluate ng shear, di ba, yung top. So, it's going to the left. So, it is, negative. C, 50. Nandito siya. Okay, your tau plane y parallel kay x is equal to negative 50 MPa. So, let's write given. Sigma x is equal to positive 40 MPa. Sigma y is negative 100 MPa. And then your tau yx is negative MPa. Okay. So, pinapa-evaluate niya is maximum in plane shear. So, this is again a special condition. So, specific ang angle niya dito. So, specific yung theta kung saan nag-a-occur ang maximum in plane shear. So, kailangan na natin siyang i-derive using this equation. So, let's use direct substitute lang pa din tayo dito. So, what is our sigma x? Positive 40 minus your sigma y is negative 100 all over your shear, which is negative. So, this is 1.4. So, tangent to theta is equal to 1.4. So, isolate mo si theta, arctangent, 1.4 all over 2. Your angle is equal to 27.23 degrees. So, angle 1 pa lang yan. Kailangan mo si angle 2. So, that is 27. Add ka lang ng 90 dun sa angle 1. This is 117.23 degrees. So, dalawa na yung angle natin. For this one, isang shear lang. So, bakit? Kasi nga, kung ano yung shear mo dun sa isang side, equal na yan sa iba pang side. So, what is our maximum shear? Using yung equation for tau max. Ito. So, direct substitution lang tayo. Tau max is square root ng what is our sigma x? It's 40 minus sigma y mo is negative 100 all over 2. Square mo yon plus square ng shear mo, which is negative 50. So, you'll get 86 MPa. You have another formula for tau max. Pero, ayan, ginamit natin yung isa. So, eto na yung, ano ba to? This is our maximum shear. So, kunin natin yung stress natin dito, normal stress. So, meron pa rin tayong normal stress kahit dun sa angle or plane kung saan maximum ang shear. And it is equal to this equation. So, what is again our sigma x? Positive 40 plus ST40. And then, our sigma y is negative 100 all over 2. So, our stress doon ay this is equal to negative 30 MPa. So, nakuha na natin yung mga stresses natin. But as you can see, etong dito, sa equation na to, at pati dito, sa dalawang to, hindi mo makukuha yung direction ni shear if it's positive or negative. So, to determine yung direction ng shear natin, i-apply natin ulit yung general transformation equations. Parang yung ginawa natin sa problem number 2. Dahil pwedeng i-apply ang general transformation equations sa lahat ng transformation or sa topic na to. Okay, so shear, ito yung equation for shear. Let's apply this using data natin na to. Si 27. So, let's substitute. Para makuha yung sign ng ating shear. Dito na nga lang. Ay, hindi. Dito. So, tau x prime y prime is equal to negative. What is our sigma x? So, again, substitute na natin. Our sigma x is positive 40. So, positive 40 minus yung sigma y natin is negative 100 all over 2 multiplied sa sign ng 2 times ng theta, where theta is this one. Ay, mali. Yeah, it's that one. Oh, yeah. 27.23 ano pa, plus our shear, our given shear is negative 50. Nasaan na ako? Cosine ng 2 theta, and theta is 27.23. Okay, so calculating this will give you negative 86.0 MPa. So, syempre, dapat talaga equal yung makuha nating yung magnitude, no? Equal dapat yung magnitude ng nakuha natin dun sa tau max. Dahil ang importanteng kinukuha natin dito is to determine yung sign. So, nakita natin na it's negative. So, negative siya. Pag i-apply mo mamaya dun sa sketch, dapat tama yung direction niya. Ito. So, if this is your original element dun sa original axis, i-rotate na natin siya. So, magiging itsura niya is 27 ang rotation, no? So, yung x-axis mo, gaganyan na. From this point, gaganon. Since positive rotation, this is 27.23. Ito na yung bagong element mo. So, mag-i-island tayo ng 27.23 degrees. So, this is now your y prime. This is now our x prime. Okay. So, lagay na natin yung mga stresses. So, it is negative. Itong stress natin. So, it's compression. Sigma x prime, or we denote it with this symbol, is equal to 30 MPa. Then dito, it is also compression. Sigma bar MPa. So, kapag sa direction ng maximum in-plane shear, equal ang sigma x and sigma y. Para sila. And then, si shear naman, let's illustrate our maximum shear. Since negative siya, from this top part, going to the left siya. So, this is our tau on the y plane, which is parallel to the x-axis. It is equal to 86 MPa. So, ganun din to. Downward siya. So, this is tau xy equals 86 MPa din. Then, sa other side, dito sa part na to complete the illustration, kung compression to, syempre compression pa rin siya dito. This is your sigma bar. And then, compression din siya dito, sigma bar. And then, paano yung, yung shear? Kung yung arrowhead dito, itong arrowhead na to, is papunta doon, dapat ganyan yun dito. Dahil dapat mag-meet sila sa isang corner, diba? At kung ganun yung arrowhead doon, dapat ganito yung sa baba. Dahil ito naman yung kamit niya dito, sa corner. Okay? And this is your tau y plane parallel to x, and this is your tau sa x plane parallel to y. Okay?